The gym wasn't just throbbing, it was fecking pulsating. Techno pounded like a jackhammer, the instructor's playlist a crime against humanity, but nobody gave a damn. All eyes were glued to Carol. Not just any Carol, the goddamn MILF of mathematics, a woman who'd clearly sold her soul for a body sculpted by the devil himself. She owned that squat rack. Lycra clung to every curve, every bulge, a testament to years of sweat and iron will. That famous smile, usually flashing across TV screens as she solved equations that made my brain leak, was gone, replaced by a laser-focused intensity that could melt steel. The bar, loaded with enough weight to crush a small car, gleamed under the harsh fluorescent lights, daring anyone to underestimate her. The air went thick, heavy with anticipation. Even the steroid-pumped gorillas usually hogging the weights shut their traps, mesmerized. Carol took a deep breath, chalking her hands with a flick of the wrist that screamed, "Don't feck with me!" You could practically taste the electricity in the air. She gripped the bar, knuckles white, veins popping like angry worms. Then she dropped, ass to grass, thighs parallel to the floor, back straight as a goddamn arrow. The weight groaned, a metal moan of protest, but Carol didn't flinch. A low grunt ripped from her throat, a primal sound that vibrated through the entire gym. A raw, guttural expression of pure, unadulterated, flipping effort. Up she rose, the bar inching upwards with her, a slow, agonizing climb. Sweat plastered her hair to her forehead, tracing rivers down her temples. Muscles bulged, straining against the lycra, threatening to tear the fabric apart. Another grunt, louder this time, a defiant roar against the limitations of flesh and bone. It was the sound of a woman pushing herself to the absolute limit, and it was hotter than hell. The onlookers were transfixed. A kid usually lost in his phone was staring with his jaw on the floor. A woman struggling with a measly dumbbell tossed it aside, completely forgotten. Carol wasn't just lifting weights, she was lifting spirits, shattering expectations, proving that age was just a number, a variable in a complex equation she was determined to solve with sweat, grit, and a whole lot of goddamn attitude. She hammered out the rep, then another and another. Each lift was a middle finger to anyone who'd ever doubted her, a physical manifestation of her unwavering will. With a final earth-shattering grunt that sounded suspiciously like an orgasm, she slammed the weight back onto the rack, the clang of metal echoing through the gym like a victorious battle cry. Carol stood there, chest heaving, face flushed a glorious red, a triumphant glint in her eyes. The gym erupted in applause, a wave of pure, unadulterated lust and admiration washing over her. She smiled, a genuine radiant smile that could launch 1,000 ships. She'd conquered the weight, and in doing so, she'd conquered the hearts, and probably a few other body parts, of everyone in the gym. They weren't just admiring her physique, they were worshipping her spirit, her refusal to back down, her commitment to pushing boundaries, to being simply Carol, a goddamn force of nature. And in that moment, they all felt a primal urge, a burning desire to be just a little bit more like her, to grab life by the balls and squeeze until it begged for mercy. They wanted to be strong, they wanted to be fearless, and they wanted to look that fucking good while doing it. Carol Vorderman wasn't just an inspiration, she was a goddamn revolution.